Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Welcome back to AWM FX. Alright, so today I'll talk a little bit about price structure because all this while I'll talk about supply and demand. It might be a little bit boring, but some of you don't understand the way we works with supply and demand together is with price structure. Right, so what happens is that now I'm looking at NZD-CAD daily chart. So what I'm trying to tell you is that it's always important to know the trend on higher time frame. Right, always must know the trend on higher time frame. So example right here is that we always look forward on the daily or the weekly trend. All right, you follow the daily or the weekly trend. Okay, don't think about the reversal first. We talk about the trend continuous, because trend continuous is the one that really give you the high chance of profit, and of course good risk reward ratio if you're able to get or minimize the zone. Right, so example right here is that we knew that on daily, or sorry, on weekly, the trend is actually a downtrend. All right, we have a downtrend. So always know the important high and the important low. Right, as long as the price is still within the important high and the important low is going breaking, so you know that the whole trend is actually going downtrend. So once you have the information, you might want to interpret it into a little bit small time frame like the daily. Okay, just an example. So from daily example, you can get a type of trade, different type of trades, such like here. Right, you have the support become resistance. All right, we have the zone, a very simple, right, zone. Support become resistance. All right, then what happened is that you already got a sell because you know you're on the downtrend. Then another thing, what happened again? Let's go again to a small time frame. So on 1 hour, let's assume that 1 hour we're still able to get the structure, the chart. All right, so on 1 hour, what do you have? You have a QML. Right, can you see you get the first trade right there, and then now what happened inside here? You got a QML for what? A sell. So look at it, the price actually is going downtrend, and you have a QML sell. So what does it mean? It means that you are actually on the right path. All right, it's on the right path. So this QML, it works very well. I can tell you, it works very well. You can see that the price came back and then tap onto the zone and then continue going down again a lot. All right, not a little bit, a lot. Now this is the first lesson. Follow the trend. The trend is always your friend, but not all trend, only high time frame trend. All right, we talk about the opposite side, the buy. All right, doesn't mean that you cannot buy during this time. All right, or you cannot do the opposite trade. It's just that once you understand the trend or the higher time frame, you need to know that whenever you're doing a buy, all right, you need to be careful. All right, the reason is that a lot of traders out there, they always dream about, once they learn about QML, they always dream about the reversal QML, where I would say that most people would dream. You always use the word dream. They can catch the big movement, right, the huge movement, because you catch from the lowest point or the highest point. Don't do that. Actually the best way to trade is to follow the trend, right? And then it's not only the best, it's the safest way, right? Because you will minimize a lot of mistake if you tend to follow the trend, right? So it'll be very extremely risky when you are making a buy movement. Example, of course, you still got some nice QML. Example like here, you got a QML for a buy. Right, you can see the price actually did react well. Right, just that whenever it happens to you this way, you must know when to stop. Okay, don't be too greedy. The important keywords here is that don't be too greedy. Okay, you know when to stop. Okay, you know what is the trend. That's all. The most basic about trading is that price structure. Right, if you can't get the price structure well, or you can't get it correct, you'll be in very big trouble. Okay, I just share a little bit experience of myself. I didn't learn about the supply and demand on my early stage of my trading. I learned about indicators using MACD, RSI, what else? Bollinger Band. A lot. Example is the MA cross. So I have no idea at all about trend. Then I lose a lot of money from there. All right, but after I've learned about S&D, it's still not sufficient enough. All right, S&D. Once I see a QML, oh QML buy, or QML sell, I just follow the QML, and then I hit quite a lot of stop loss too. Then only I realize there is something is called price structure. So once I learn the price structure and I combine it with this QML and the supply and demand, or maybe other type of setup like I told you, the SBR, you know, like QMTR, IQM, some people call it, things are going my way. All right, so I've become a profitable trader after I learned about that. All right, so another thing I'm going to share with you right here is that, okay, sometimes we do have this kind of big pullbacks, you know. This pullback is actually quite huge for NZD, CAD, okay, very huge. But nevertheless, you need to understand something. Where is your important high and where is your important low? Right, for daily wise, yes, it has broke the important high, right? You can say that it's an uptrend. But for weekly wise, are you still in an uptrend? No, you're still not at the uptrend. Actually, you're still at the downtrend. So wherever you know the important high of the weekly, all right, those are the area that the price usually will make a huge type of pullbacks, or type of the opposite direction movement, or maybe the continuous movement, all right, that going down. All right, this kind of information is actually very important for you to understand to become a profitable trader. All right, so that's all for today. Hopefully the information, the things that I share with you today is useful, and it can make you guys become profitable. And one more thing, okay, if you like the videos that I do for you, please do subscribe, and do subscribe to the channel, and do give me a thumbs up for the video. All right, so that's all for today. I will see you guys next time. Bye.